Hi everybody, welcome to Sam's Doing Stuff. Well, what am I doing today? Well, to my loyal subscribers, this is going to be a little bit different video. I'm really kind of doing a public service here. I have a Toro 4000 series mower and it happens to have a Kawasaki engine on it. Well, Kawasaki sent me a letter and there's a recall on the voltage regulator on that engine. So typically you would take your machine into the dealer and they would take care of the repair and then you'd go pick it up. Well, I don't have means to be able to transport my machine to the dealership and back, and that was going to be a $60 charge per trip to get my machine fixed. So to avoid that type of fee, I figure I can do this repair myself. So if you want to do that, this is going to take you step by step through the repair, what you need to do and how you need to do it. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to call your dealership, you want to let them know you have the recall, and you want to give them the numbers that are listed right on the letter here. They will tell you exactly what engine you have, and that will allow the dealership to know exactly what voltage regulator they need to order for the replacement. You may also want to have the serial number and model number of your engine on hand just in case they need it. Also, you're going to want to know the hours on your machine because the dealership should ask you that. Once you have all that information, you give that to the dealer, they will order the new voltage regulator for you. Until that time, you can leave your machine as it is and you can use it as you need, but once the dealership calls you back and they have your part available for you to pick up, you're going to need to bring your machine in to a place where you can work on it and leave it there until you're done with the repair. So first we're going to walk around the left side of the machine to the back where the engine is, and I'll show you where the regulator is. And this is where you'll find the voltage regulator. It's this little square box right here that's mounted to the side of the engine with 2 screws. Now before you get started removing the old voltage regulator, you're going to want to disconnect the battery. Start with the negative terminal first. It's an 11mm socket. Next, disconnect the positive terminal. Now with my machine, I'm going to go ahead and remove the battery because that's just going to give me more room to work. Very simple. Next, I think it's a very good idea to take a picture of the old regulator so you know where the wires go. Now I'm going to use a T25 Torx bit and remove the 2 screws holding the old voltage regulator. So this wire over here was connected with that screw. Then you have 2 wires that are ganged together. I'm going to pull those out. Gently. All right, those 2 are pulled out, and then you're finally going to pull this one out. All right. So that's pretty much it for pulling the old regulator out. Now you're going to want to save this because now you need to bring this to the dealer and you trade them the old one for the new one. And just like that, I'm back from the dealer, and here's my new voltage regulator. Let's get it installed. Now it definitely does look different, okay? But it has the same connections and that's really all that matters, and the screw holes will line up just fine. I already measured that to double check it. So let's just get it connected back. We're gonna connect that single wire onto that single pole right there. Then we're gonna connect the double wire to that. Make sure it's on there securely. And we're gonna set this back into that hole. Go get our screws. I'm going to start by putting this one over here on. Start it with my finger. Then tighten it back up. Just gently like that. Make sure this one lines up, and we're going to feed it through that wire first and then into the hole. And like I say, we'll start it with our finger first, make sure we don't cross thread it. And tighten that down. Nice and snug. And we'll tighten this other one down nice and snug. Now, of course, your last step is going to be to connect that battery back up. So let's set it back into the cradle. We'll take our battery strap here and I'm going to hook that back across there. Next, you want to go in reverse order from what you took it off. You're going to connect the positive terminal first. Just nice and snug, don't over tighten it. Cover that terminal. Lastly, connect your negative terminal back up. And now, your machine should be ready to go. There you go. I sincerely hope this helps somebody. If you're in the same situation that I am and you just want to avoid those transport charges, you can do this repair pretty easily yourself. So if you have any other questions, of course, Kawasaki has a 1-800 number at the bottom of the letter and a website you can go to if you need to call. I'm just a regular consumer just like you, and I have no affiliation with Kawasaki other than I own a Kawasaki engine and I needed to do this. So just thought I would help some people out if I could. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like content like this, typically we're not doing this exact type of content, but if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and possibly hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time when I'm doing more stuff.